From smartwatches to the latest fitness bands to smart glasses that perform mobile payments, wearable technology is everywhere at this year's Mobile World Congress in Barcelona.
Sony Mobile is one of many smartphone companies getting excited about wearables at this year's event. It's launched a new wireless smart earpiece that responds directly to verbal commands and a conceptual life blogging camera which can be worn around the neck or attached to clothes.
We think wearable industry is booming. We have to ask market, we have to ask users to show this concept product. Then we can gather the feedback from user and from market.
Chinese telecom equipment maker ZTE is another company getting into wearables, with its new Axon smartwatch, intelligent jewelry, and even a fish smartwatch and fish finder, which, as the name suggests, is designed to help tech-savvy anglers find more fish.
On the wearable front, I think it's a big opportunity for a lot of companies, including CTEs. Smartphones in certain market has already been saturated. I think the overall market from the global scale is still increasing, but the trajectory is kind of slowing down. Smartphones still a very huge market, but other markets that are picking up, I think wearable is one part of it.
And of course, it's not just smartwatches. We're seeing wearables coming in all shapes and sizes in Barcelona this year, from wearables for kids to wearables for pets, such as this location tracker from SK Telecom.
We have 4 kinds of products for the pets. One is activity tracker. That is almost like a Fitbit. We call it Pet Fit. So it is tracking the activity of the dogs and cats, and that we can make them wear that like this around the neck. And we also have another one called the T-Pad. That is a location tracker that has a GPS inside.
Wearables have become an omnipresent theme at technology conferences like Mobile World Congress, but there's yet to be a device to have the same kind of impact that Apple's iPhone had on the smartphone market.
Wearable device hasn't become mainstream yet because there's no killer application. I think notifications on smartwatches are awesome. That's one killer use case. But the kinds of things we need to see happen are more around payments, identity, and if we were to ever get to the point where the premiums or our costs of healthcare were somehow associated with monitoring our activity 24/7, we'd see a huge boom.
Wearables are just really an accessory. They do some things very well, but they don't really are not the all universal functioning thing that we have in a smartphone. And of course, it's been an easy way for the smartphone manufacturers to break into a market because a wearable is really a miniature smartphone because it uses some of the same technology, the same sensors, the same components, and everyone is afraid of being left behind. They're all trying to sling mud at the wall, seeing what sticks, and some of them are just hoping that they have the killer wearable. But at the moment, it's still up for grabs.
The future for wearables could lie not in more technological advances, but a bigger focus on branding and style.
It still feels to me that smartwatches are a solution looking for a problem. What's encouraging for us is that it seems to be moving from kind of geek wear to wearables you might actually want to wear and your readers might want to wear. So I think that's good news, and we're seeing much sharper designs from companies like Samsung, but also fashion houses like Guess coming in and supporting it. But there's also a lot of rubbish here. This whole kind of dead-on-arrival products, watches for particular niches.
As the smartphone market becomes increasingly saturated, mobile phone makers are looking to wearables to help plug the gap. There's been no shortage of weird and wacky wearables on display here in Barcelona, some of which will no doubt appeal to tech geeks in niche markets. Others will have a broader reach, but for now at least, there's little to suggest they're going to change our lives the way the smartphone did. Daniel Garrahan, Financial Times, Barcelona.